What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Cool Daddy, making them good croissants. Alright, so now that you know what ingredients you need, you're going to start by combining the milk and the water together, which I already did, in your pan. And you don't have to turn this on super high. This is a patient recipe. You're going to wait for it to get about 115 degrees. No more than 120, or else your yeast ain't going to activate right. Speaking of yeast, we're going to come back over. See, we got our yeast in there already. I'm going to take some of the flour, or I'm sorry, don't put flour in there, some of the sugar to help the yeast activate. I'm going to set that right over here next to this, so that way once that gets ready, we can add it to that and set it to the side. Alright, so now that we got our stuff on the stove, we're going to grab us some sugar. Everybody likes sugar. It's about 1/3 cup. We're just going to pour it right in there, along with our 1.5 sticks of butter that's been sitting out for a while. Alright, so now we got our butter and sugar on there, and as you can see, I put the paddle attachment on there, so that way we can beat this up real nice and creamy like. Bam! Pretty much just like that. Now I know it looks kind of big, but it's really not. Bam. See? Not that big. So then we're going to take this. Some recipes will say put it in the fridge. I say put it in the freezer. It works a lot better.
Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom.
Alright, once the milk gets all foamy, you can go ahead and add that to your flour using your dough hook. Okay, so now we got our dough turned out onto our floured surface. And your dough, when it first comes out, should be just like that, almost like a beignet dough. And what we're gonna do is, while we're kneading, we're gonna add flour until it gets to the right consistency that we want it. I'll show it to you here in a hot minute. Poof! So now that we got it out, you see, poke a finger in it, you can make like a little happy face. Anyway, you want the dough to be a medium consistency, not too loose, definitely not too stiff. If you knead your dough too much, it's gonna end up getting too stiff. So, once you got your dough right, you're gonna take it, put it in a bowl, cover it up, let it rise. Alright, after your dough has risen, then you're gonna turn it out onto a flour surface and roll it out till it's much larger than what it used to be. So we're gonna get it right about like that. And then we're gonna add our butter right here. Frozen butter, just like that. Now what we're going to do is take the dough, and this is what starts the lamination process. Fold it over like that. Now we just have to wait for the butter to get pliable. Then I'll show you the next step. Alright y'all, so my camera pooped out on me, and I had to switch to the phone. But either way, since my camera died, I have folded the dough over 3 more times, and now we have it nice and thin. And that's what we want. Now here in a minute, I'll show you how I cut them, and then we'll be good to go. Alright, so now we're back. You see how I cut it? Cut it once this way, once this way, and then I did the same thing here. Once this way, and then with the middle, I was left with the uncut diamond. I wish. So then you just went across this way. Done. Now on to the rolling, which I'm going to try to do this one-handed. See if I can do this one-handed. Alright, you're going to start from the thick end, or from the wide end rather. We're going to roll. Oh snap, check me out. We're going to take the dough, and we're going to start rolling it, just like you would the other kind of crescents. Y'all know which kind I'm talking about. The kind that makes the can pop. And then now, right there, you just turn them around into a shape that's called the butter horn. Bam. Croissant. Now, we'll bake them, and we'll call it good. Bake them first in a 400-degree oven for about 10 minutes. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take the cookie sheet and you're going to flip it 180 degrees after you turn the temperature down to 375 and bake for about another 10 to 15 minutes. After that, yours should come out beautiful. Thanks for watching. Welcome to dinner.